Sunday service. All right, guys. For those of you who have trouble connecting with your ancestors, it is Sunday. Where's the gospel music? Do we smell cornbread cooking in our house? If we are Latin, where's the music that grandma used to listen to while she was making her beans and her rice? Like, those smells should be in your house. Those sounds should be in your house. The vibration of this music that they loved to listen to calls in their energy. It makes it, it's memorable. It's memory, you know? You have to remember that spirit can affect the six senses, and so we lean on those senses to call in their energies. Everything is not a candle. Everything is not what you see. Some of it is just down home feeling and energy that you're giving towards them. The words in these songs, they felt these things at those times. If you had these, because you always had an old grandma that would, or an old aunt that y'all would go to her house. Even just remember when you were a child and maybe you guys had lost contact or she passed or something like that. These are the ways that we call in their energies as well. You guys have got to think outside of just what is being shown and think about a family unit, what a family would do. Think of your childhood, think of your parents' childhoods, think of the stories that you've heard. Think of these old church ladies. This was it for them, baby. This is what they were all the way down for. So we have to do those things and remember that music is a vibration. Memory is everything. This is what they were comfortable with. This is what they were comforted with. Right? And so this is why we always say the ancestors' ways. There are so many generations of our ancestors that we forget, thinking that only the ones that we knew are the ones that we are calling upon, and that is not the case. There are generations of your bloodline, and those of you from both your maternal and your paternal side that you guys never even knew, but there was always one big mama in that squad that kept shit together, that kept the children fed, and by hook or by crook, whether it was through her Bible, her faith, whatever it was, she used what she had to ground herself here and to get her job done with the best of her abilities. And so these are the ones that we are calling on. They are already elevated in light because they did so much on this earth and on this plane for their loved ones with what they had. So these are the ones that we are calling on. These are the ones that these types of songs will affect. These are the ones that'll hear this type of stuff. So I need you guys to remember that. And on these types of days, Sundays, this was their thing. Get into it. If you're serious about this, if you're serious about your walk, if you're serious about connecting with your ancestors, you got to know their stories. You got to know their lives. You got to know their history. You got to know what they were up against, that they allowed and survived everything for you to be here. Remember those things, because this is where the elevation comes in. This is where the connection comes in. This is where the understanding and the empathy comes from. Okay?